Guys, good morning. It's currently 9 a.m. on a Monday. It's the first full week that I'm gonna have here at college. And I kind of wanted to give you guys kind of like a daily vlog just to show you guys like what my schedule's like and how my life is on campus. I'm excited to kind of do this and kind of nervous at the same time just because I don't know what content I'm gonna be catching. I'm just gonna be filming throughout my day and see what I can like show you guys. But let's get this day started. I am in class right now, and literally the hall that I take my classes in is only like a 3-minute walk from my dorm. You guys don't know I'm a person that runs late like all the time. I'm always behind. So luckily with my dorm being so close, I don't have to worry about being late for any of my classes because they all fall in the same hall. So thank God they did that to me. This is my first class. I think this is Intro to Analytics, right? Yeah, so this is my Intro to Analytics class, and pretty much we're about to do like stuff on the computer, or this is the class where I do stuff on the computer on. I'm learning so much here, and I don't know how this day's gonna go because we're doing our first, is it homework assignment? I think it's our first homework assignment today, and we have to download this app called, or is it a browser app?
Some kind of software.
Yeah, it's like a software called Tableau, and it's pretty much like the software that we're going to use to do all of our assignments in here. And I have to download it onto my laptop, which my laptop's already kind of running a little slow. So I hope this doesn't affect how my laptop operates, but let's see how this day goes. Wish me luck. So I just got out of class, and Internet Analytics day wasn't bad. Even though we had a homework assignment, we didn't really do it in class. We just pretty much downloaded the software that we needed to use for the homework. So pretty much the whole class time we were waiting for that software to download and get everything together. So it was a pretty chill class today, and I pretty much talked to Deja the whole class period. So it was a pretty chill day. But now I'm here in Fresh, one of the food halls on WKU's campus, and I'm eating. And guys, check out this food that they have. So I think today they're having some sort of Indian themed food. It smells like Indian food that I've eaten before, so that's what I'm gonna guess it is. I actually don't know what the dishes on the plate are called. I literally just went up to the lady and was like, give me a little bit of everything. So let's see how this food tastes. This is amazing. It's so good. And literally the food tastes just like Indian food. Like it has the spices that usually Indian food would have. This is so good. I'm so happy they have the Indian food days because I freaking love Indian food. Usually between classes, I usually get a break. Depending on the day, it'll be like a 2 to 3 or even 4-hour break. But today I have about like a 2.5 to 3 hour break. So during that time, I usually come to eat because I usually don't eat breakfast before I go to class. And I also go back to my dorm and maybe study a little bit or just chill. Today I'm gonna be doing some like reviewing for my next class because he definitely wanted us to read some of the chapter of the weekend, and I gotta make sure that I'm prepared. I'm back in my dorm now, guys. I get to chill a little bit before my class. But that food was so good, and not only did I eat the Indian food that I showed you guys, but I also ended up eating chicken noodle soup with like brown rice, which was also really good. People are sleeping on Fresh here on campus. Like, they say that they don't have good food, but honestly, I really like their food and it's pretty healthy. But now I'm pretty much just gonna be reviewing the chapter that we were supposed to read over the weekend so I can be ready for class. My next class is so weird. It's in a huge lecture hall, and whenever I look through like the roster on my Blackboard, it said there were at least 60 students in the class, which I mean, from the size that I gathered last week when I had the class, it seemed like we had more than 30, but to have 60 students in one class, it's insane. I've never had a class that big before. The professor is so fun to listen to whenever he's teaching. You can really tell he's passionate about the subject, and he always tries to make sure that like we're giving input. He hates just having a lecture to have a lecture. You know, he actually wants us to be involved discussing things and actually talking in class. He literally said last week, do any of you guys like lectures? And none of us raised our hands. He was like, exactly. So I'm not just gonna teach you guys just to have a lecture. I actually want to be able to discuss things with you guys and let you guys have the floor to openly give your opinions, which I absolutely love because that lets me be more involved in what we're learning and it helps me learn better too. But I'm gonna get to studying. I'll see you guys when I'm heading to class. As you guys can see, the hall is pretty big. All the students that are in that class don't necessarily fit the whole hall. Literally, maybe the first 5 rows are filled with the students that are in that class. My professor, he pretty much wanted everybody to sit closer to the front because he believes that if you're closer to the front, then you're more successful in the class. So literally on the first day that we were in that class, everybody was dispersed all around the room. Like there were people in the back row. We were just all over the place. But then he was like, don't get too comfortable because I'm about to ask you guys to move in a second. And literally as soon as class started, he had everybody move up to like the first 5 rows. And he said, no one is allowed to sit in the back row. Everybody has to be in the front. There are studies that show that people are more successful in classes if they sit closer to the front row. But literally yesterday, guys, the class got a little bit intense. The class happens from 1:50 to 3:10. And that's usually after lunchtime. And for some reason, everyone was just dead. He wanted everybody to kind of like contribute to the discussion we were having, but no one was having it. Every single time that he asked a question or every single time that he wanted us to contribute to the discussion, no one was answering. So he literally had everybody stand up and literally he kicked everybody outside of class and told us to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, stretch, and then come back and be ready to go. Like that was at the first time like ever in a college class that I've ever experienced something like that. And as soon as we got back, they started to participate more, but it was still a little intense and it was kind of intimidating. But that class wasn't bad at all, and I ended up ending it on a good note, I guess. This is the second day of classes for me this week, and on the second day, I have 2 classes again, but this time I have an accounting class and a Microsoft Sheets class. I already finished my accounting class and I pretty much came back to my dorm to chill. I wasn't feeling really hungry this morning. I might go get lunch because my second class doesn't start till 2:20, so I have a little bit of leeway, but I'm also going to be doing some homework in between. I just finished eating lunch and now I'm on my way to class. I kind of had a productive break, kind of not. I only did 1 homework assignment and I mean, I guess I'll take the win, but there's still a few more assignments that I need to do before tomorrow. So hopefully I can get those done. But now I'm on my way to my Microsoft spreadsheet class, so let's see how this goes, guys. I'm in my Microsoft Sheets class right now, and as you guys saw in one of the previous videos, I did talk about some of the friends that I got to make in some of my classes. So here is one of them. Here she is. Hi. Tell them your name and your major.
My name is Brooke, and I am a biology major.
And then why did you choose biology?
Because I love animals.
Period. Brooke is also like a very like eco-friendly type of gal, so like she's into recycling and into all of that stuff. So guys, listen, our future is in good hands. But we're about to start class. Our professor was a little late today, so we'll see how this class goes. So I'm filming this a day after I got out of my Microsoft Sheets class. Don't come for me. So you guys got to meet Brooke, and that class was actually pretty chill. We pretty much just went over like the second chapter, and the best part about that class is that we literally do the homework inside the class. So literally, like, she's a great professor and she just guides us through like a guided form of the homework, and then after that we do like an independent version of it, which after the guided part, it's really not the hard one to do the independent part. But that class is probably one of like on the easier end of the classes that I have right now. So I had my personal finance class today again, which as you guys knew from earlier, that was a class that everyone got kicked out. I would say maybe like a good hour before the class started, I opened my notebook, reviewed like everything we talked about, and then reviewed the chapter that we were gonna be going over today to mentally prepare myself. I have never been more anxious for a class in a really long time. Like, that class literally puts me on the edge of my seat. As soon as I walked in there today, I was like, Elijah, be ready, like we are gonna do this. It literally gave me so much anxiety being in that class. I will never forget as soon as class started, because he literally started 30 seconds before the class actually started. And I was like, are you serious right now? So the whole time as he's asking the questions, I'm like, okay, Elijah, listen to the question, absorb it, and then answer. And every single time he asked a question, I was like, oh, he just asked a question. What's going to be the answer? He just asked another question. What's the answer? I was like fully focused. By the end of that class, I was so exhausted. Like, the dude's not a bad guy. Like, he's a great professor, but like, when I tell you he's intimidating, it's not an understatement. After I got out of class, I pretty much just like rushed back to my dorm to drop off my stuff, and then I had to go out into town because I needed to buy a few things. What you guys saw throughout the video so far, that's pretty much how my week goes. I go to class, anytime on my breaks, I do homework, or I review for stuff for class, or I eat, because eating is a very important thing. That's pretty much from like Monday through Friday. Well, I'm gonna say more like Monday through Thursday. And then Fridays, I only have one class, and that's my intro to analytics class. After that, I'm done for the weekend, and pretty much I just chill or do whatever I need to do over the weekend. But on Friday, guys, there's supposed to be a thing called the Prism concert or something like that here in WKU. It costs $15 to go, but I definitely gonna go. It starts at 8 o'clock at night. I'm gonna be filming that, or you guys are definitely gonna be seeing what happens in the Prism concert. I'm so excited because all the music majors and any musical performance group on campus is gonna be performing. I heard that we have 2 or 3 a cappella groups on campus. I'm really excited to see. I just finished eating dinner, guys, and now I'm getting ready to go to the Prism concert that's happening. Not gonna lie though, I've been really tired today, and today's been a little rough, so I was really doubting that I was gonna go, but since I really want to see all the musical groups that are here on campus, I'm so excited to go, so let's go together. So I'm back in my dorm, chilling, settled down for the night. But that concert, let me tell you, it was amazing. Literally, I'm so happy I went. It was, oh my goodness, I don't even have words to describe how good it was. Like, guys, every single time there was a set change, the lights would change. Those effects were amazing. They had like this fog going on to kind of give it like a mystical feel. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that effects like that could be incorporated into like a concert. Like, oh my god, I can't even get over how amazing it was. Like, it has been so long since I have gotten to experience music the way I did today. Like, seeing and hearing so many instruments being played, and then hearing choir singers sing. It was amazing. Oh my goodness. Literally the most perfect way to end my first week here, or first full week here at WKU. During the concert, there was a steel band that played, and they literally threw beach balls into the audience. They were playing like Brazilian beachy vibey music, and they threw beach balls into the audience, and everyone was just playing around with it. Like, it was the best thing ever. And then one of the flute professors played her own written piece, and as she was playing her piece, she literally built her harmonies on the spot. Like, if you guys have ever seen Pitch Perfect 3, the final performance in that movie is exactly what she did. It was so cool. Oh my goodness, like, I cannot believe I saw that live. Like, it blows my mind. Oh, and then you guys know how my roommate's like a music major, right? Literally played clarinet and piano, and he had his own solo whenever he played with the jazz band. Like, I'm just like, wow, look at that. I know him. But guys, literally could have not asked for a better ending. Like, the best thing ever. I'm so happy it went. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm not gonna go over this. I'm gonna be thinking about this all night long, but definitely stay tuned for more content in the future. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely comment if you want to see any future content from me or if there's anything you want to see from me. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye.